Water heater. Here's our water heater standard. It's a bit more on the complicated side with 5 possible deficiencies that have a range of severities and scoring values running from low to life-threatening, 0.09 on the inside for one deficiency, life-threatening at 2.4, 2.18, and 1.98 respectively across the unit inside and outside. It may also come as a surprise to those in cooler climates that REAC has included not only unit and inside deficiencies, but also outside deficiencies. If you live and work somewhere where the winters are freezing cold, it might have never occurred to you that in subtropical climates, it's not unheard of to install a water heater in an outdoor location. Anyway, here are our simplified definitions. Deficiency 1, temperature pressure relief valve is blocked, damaged, capped, has upward running pipes, is made of unsuitable materials. This is a severe deficiency across all 3 inspectable areas. Deficiency 2, there's no hot water. This is severe in a unit. It's low severity inside. It's not applicable outside. Deficiency 3, the discharge piping is missing or it ends more than 6 inches or less than 2 inches from the floor or whatever receptor catches the water that comes out of it. This is a moderate deficiency in all 3 areas. Deficiency 4, a chimney or flue pipe is blocked, misaligned, or missing, life-threatening in all locations. Deficiency 5, a gas shutoff valve is damaged, missing, or not installed. This is also considered life-threatening in all locations. So let's go digging for some more details. The water heater, it's a device designed to generate and store hot water for domestic use. Common components include a storage tank, electric heating element, water supply inlets, water discharge outlet plumbing connections, pressure relief valve and line, low voltage electrical connection if it's got auto ignition, temperature control module, flue gas chimney or stack, gas-fired burner, gas shutoff valve, thermocouple, temperature pressure relief valve or TPR. Deficiency 1. Temperature pressure relief valve, the TPR, has an active leak or it's obstructed, or the relief valve discharge piping is damaged. It's capped, it has an upward slope, or it's constructed of unsuitable material. Deficiency. The TPR valve has an active leak. The TPR valve is obstructed such that the TPR valve is unable to be fully actuated. Relief valve discharge piping is damaged, i.e. it's visibly defective, which impacts functionality. It's capped or it has an upward slope, or it's constructed of unsuitable material. More information. Acceptable relief valve discharge piping materials include, and there's a long list here. I'm going to make it short. I'm going to say CPVC, copper, PEX, iron, and a selection of other plastics and engineered materials. Deficiency 2, there's no hot water. Deficiency. Hot water does not dispense after the handle is engaged. Deficiency 3, the relief valve discharge piping is missing or terminates greater than 6 inches or less than 2 inches from the waste receptor flood level. Deficiency, the relief valve discharge piping is missing, i.e. there's evidence of prior installation, but it's now not present or is incomplete. The relief valve discharge piping terminates greater than 6 inches or less than 2 inches from the waste receptor flood level. So in UPCS, we were merely looking for the TPR to be within 16 inches of the floor. Now we're looking for it to be within 2 to 6 inches from the flood level of any sort of pan that it drains into, or from a floor. Whatever the high water mark would be where the water is being dumped during the release of water from the water heater. More information. If the relief valve discharge piping is plumbed through a wall and the inspector is unable to visually identify the termination point, then do not record as a deficiency. Deficiency 4, chimney or flue piping is blocked, misaligned, or missing. Deficiency, chimney or flue piping is blocked, misaligned, or missing, i.e., there's evidence of prior installation, but it's now not present or is incomplete. More information. Metal tape is not a substitute for substandard flue vent connections. Deficiency 5, gas shutoff valve is damaged or missing or not installed. Deficiency, gas shutoff valve is damaged, i.e. visibly defective, impacts functionality. Gas shutoff valve is missing, i.e. there's evidence of prior installation, but it's now not present or is incomplete. Gas shutoff valve is not installed, i.e. it was never installed, but it should have been. So that's it for our water heater standards. I think one thing that remains open for discussion is that note on D4 about metal tape not being a substitute for substandard flue vent connections. You don't substitute tape for something that's bad. I think what they're trying to say there is that metal tape is not a substitute for proper flue vent connections. Proper flue vent connections would mean that you've got 3 evenly spaced screws at each joint if you're joining single wall pipe, and that taping the pipe would not be a substitute for those screws. Also, more importantly, metal tape is not a good repair for gaps and holes in pipes. Pipes should be replaced if they're rusted through or not properly fitted. That may cause some confusion, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, when we begin to see how this gets actually applied in the field. Anyway, that's our water heater standard. I'm Michael Gant for React Guru and the Inspection Group. Thanks for viewing.